growth and development as a people. A minute gone past the hour in the morning time. We want to say good morning and welcome to those of you that joined us on television. That's GBN's Channel 7, Channel 11 if you're on cable. We want to say those that just chimed in via the World Wide Web at www.gbn.gd, via our YouTube page and our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Good morning to you. And again, and forever good morning to our wonderful listeners on Classic 105.5, 105.9. It's your boy JC here with you, and welcome to the televised edition of the Mid-Morning Buzz. It is the 5th day of the month of February. Yes. I mean, who would have possibly imagined we would be having this conversation? This week, we're talking independence. Next week, we get it in lovey-dovey mode, yeah? Flowers and chocolates and roses and all the things nice and spices, sugary stuff. But for this year, for today, is oil dung and pigtail and callaloo, Papa Bungie. The real Grenadian spirit as it is. But before we get into that, life has to be measured and balanced. And I want to say good morning. I want to invite my guest for the morning as U.S. Ambassador to Grenada, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, Linda Tagliatella. And as intimated, we'll be talking about all things independence and her 5 years of service in the region and the continued U.S. support in the Caribbean. So at this point, I want to say good morning to her. Good morning, Ambassador. How are you?
I'm fine, and how are you today?
I am wonderful as usual. How's everything on your side?
Things are great. I'm really sorry that I'm not in Grenada, getting ready to celebrate the 47th Independence celebration for Grenada. I think it's wonderful. It's going to be the first one that I have missed in my 5 years here.
Okay.
I came in actually the end of January and actually showed up in Grenada just in time to celebrate their independence 5 years ago.
Somebody must have told you about the oil dung and everything, didn't they? Tell us the truth. They told you about the oil dung.
No, the embassy in Grenada and our principal officer is there getting ready to celebrate as best he can, and obviously we'll all be watching virtually, but the embassy actually did, every year does an oil down, and we have lunch at the embassy with oil down. So I'm very familiar with it and enjoy it thoroughly.
And you're missing it this year. I am so sorry.
I am.
But in the midst of everything, oil down or no oil down, we still have our lives to live. Life continues. And certainly, as a people, we get ready to celebrate our 47th anniversary of independence. And it's always a pleasure to share that momentous occasion with the U.S., who certainly, when it comes to independence, much older than us, but certainly it's a relationship that we've shared for quite some time, for all the years. A bit different this year, but no doubt the spirit of the relationship continues in 2021, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I think that I'm very fortunate to be able to be here 5 years. I'm not quite sure what I did to get to 5 years. Usually an ambassador serves 3, and I've been here 5.
Okay.
So I'm very blessed and privileged. I think that our relationship goes way back. And yes, over the years, we have built a very good relationship. We have an incredibly well-balanced team that works with all sectors of the Grenadian government and country. And we spend a lot of time working on key issues with you, which are very important to me. Being able to work with not only Prime Minister Mitchell, but with the people of Grenada.
As we would expect every year, there's always a message. If look in the context of where things are for 2021, there's always words from the U.S. government, a message, a word from the U.S. people, the U.S. to our Grenadian people. You certainly may want to share that with us at this point.
We do have a message from our president to the Governor General, and I personally sent a message to Prime Minister Mitchell yesterday, wishing my sincere congratulations to the Grenada, Carriacou, and Penhite, Martinique. And the message is basically, we have had a strong relationship. We've had an incredible partnership. Collectively, we have been able to do a lot of good things for both our countries and to collaborate. And this is a particularly good year because we have a brand new president, and he has sent his warmest wishes and again reiterated how he wants to build on what we've already created.
Wonderful. You chimed in and you most ambassadors they spend three. For some reasons, the heavens have smiled on you, and you spent five. It means you're doing a really. There must be a reason why you've been allowed to enjoy the offerings of the Caribbean for an extended 2 years. Let's talk about those years, and how it has passed, and what you've garnered from it thus far.
You know, I want to say that as the ambassador, I've been able to share with the people of Grenada, share not only me, but also the wonderful things that the United States can do and assist. We've done some very creative things in Grenada. The most recent project, I was there in October. It's interesting, it's the only country I've visited since quarantine, since the COVID pandemic. There was a little window of opportunity to come, and we were able to officially open the groundbreaking, although the buildings were already there, to the two emergency management centers. We're building one in Grenada and we're building one in Carriacou. They will be emergency operational centers where people will be able to coordinate and monitor activities across the islands if any natural disaster should happen. But there's also going to be a warehouse built, which will then allow for the storage of equipment and supplies that will be needed in case of an emergency. So I was very excited about being able to do that and share that with the Grenadian people. We also had some technical people show up to work on your two safe boats. They're close shore safe boats that they use for emergencies as well as drug interdiction and assistance in the region. I was very excited about that. We put $1 million into the boats, and again, we've extended their life to another 6 years. So we're happy to do that, and we've been able to do a lot of training with law enforcement and military. Unfortunately, it's all been virtual, but it's been very successful, and we've been able to, again, build on capacity and sustainability in Grenada. We've done a lot of things with education. We had the Early Learners Program where we worked with kindergarten through what we call third grade, helping them with their reading and skills, oral and verbal skills. And we were able to actually improve reading levels of children substantially across the islands, but particularly in Grenada, we worked hard. And I think that we will continue to do things like that. We have a juvenile justice program where we've worked to develop programs and opportunities, and also to be able to identify and figure out what kinds of programs are needed in specific areas. So there's a lot of things that we've done that I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of my team who's been able to work on those projects and oversee them on a daily basis. And I'm very proud of the work that our partners in Grenada have participated and worked to actually help implement those too.
Indeed. It has been it's a relationship that has served those mutually, and certainly it is one, if you ask me, and you hinted to it initially, now that there's a new president in the United States, any change of leadership, it often comes with it questions of continued relationship, whether or not we would enjoy the same sort of peaceful collaboration that we've had over the years. And I'm assuming, as it is, that you'd want to offer some recommitment to that sort of relationship under the Joe Biden administration.
You know, I'm very excited about Joe Biden being the president. I don't know if you know, but when he was the vice president, he and the president sort of divvied up the globe as far as their focus. And President Biden was actually focused on the Caribbean and Latin America. So he's very familiar with what goes on here. I think his focus is going to turn, his focus has turned on issues. One of his top priorities has become climate change, which is obviously a significant issue in the Caribbean. And I'm very pleased that he appointed the former Secretary of State, John Kerry, to be the climate change envoy. So I think that President Biden understands fully the importance of looking into, and he has called climate as being a serious crisis across the globe. He's going to re-engage, and I think John Kerry is going to be very active in what's going on in the Caribbean as well as around the world. I also think President Biden is going to look at health issues. this is also a big priority, and obviously looking at what we can do to get the vaccine out there, make sure people have the right supplies and equipment that's needed to do this. So I think there is going to be a shift, but I think the president is committed to looking at the priorities that need to be taken care of and to make sure that it's an inclusive priority across the globe. We are in the process, he is in the process of identifying his key leaders at the State Department. I don't know if you saw his speech yesterday where he reaffirmed his commitment to foreign policy and to diplomats and to specific issues that are key to him. So yes, I think that there's going to be the same level or greater focus on the Caribbean in the years to come.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Ambassador, let me ask you this. Historic as it is, I think we're looking at the last couple of elections in the U.S. You've had Barack Obama becoming the first black president. Now you have another historic moment for U.S. democracy. The first black, Asian, and Caribbean as it is, ascending to one of the highest office as VP. Your thoughts on what it means, not just for the U.S., we'll get to that first, but for women on a whole.
You know, I think that it's important that people recognize the contributions that women make. I think that this particular election has reinforced that. I think that they also realize that, you know, black or Asian or white or Hispanic, it's irrelevant. It's the character and the quality of the individual. And I think that President Biden made an incredible pick in picking Vice President Harris to be his running mate. And I think that it will open new doors for women. It will also highlight what women are capable of doing. I think that the United States government has done some amazing things. We had, there's Hillary Clinton, Condoleezza Rice, Madeleine Albright, all secretaries of state. He's had Janet Reno as his attorney general. So there's a large number of women, and particularly in this administration, the president has placed women in a number of very high-level, visible positions. One of my former bosses, Linda Thomas Greenfield, has been selected to be our ambassador to the UN, a very capable, very talented, very experienced woman. So I think that he's looking at a very diverse group of people to run the country. I think that sets precedent for everything else that goes on in the United States. And it also applies to race. I mean, there are it's a racial diverse group of people as well as gender diverse. So I'm very excited about the people he's chosen and how he's going to move forward.
In the latter days, to the end of the President Trump's term in office, there was a lot of different elements that happened, and it is well established. And there are those who on the international front who've questioned whether or not those signature events that took place in the U.S. Capitol and other events, they have questioned it as to whether or not it is the end of democracy in America. But there are those who say no, it only shows the strength of the democracy. What's your thoughts?
You know, I have to say that I was very saddened by some of the events that took place in my country. But at the same time, I have to say, yes, it showed the strength of democracy, because in the end, it was our democratic principles and values that came forward and resolved the issues. I am concerned that the United States is divided in some ways, but I think that, as you could see, people have the right to speak their mind. They have freedom of speech. The violence is not acceptable, obviously, but people are allowed to say what's on their mind. They're allowed to vote their conscience, what they believe is right. They're allowed to be able to protest freely, but in a safe and free way. And in the end, the values that we all hold so dear in the United States were the ones that came through and, reigned. I think that obviously there's some rebuilding of our democracy. We need to reestablish the United States, bring them back together, bring people together. And I think President Biden has an incredible task ahead of him. But I think he's very capable of doing it. He did it for a long time in the Senate. He did it, obviously, as the vice president, where he brought both Democrats and Republicans together. And I think he's very capable of reinvigorating the United States. But democracy is there, and it will always be there.
Democracy being alive and well in the U.S., and certainly once democracy is alive and well in the U.S., it sort of serves as an indicator that the rest of the Caribbean, greater parts of the world, Europe, Asia, they can feel relatively safe that all is well in the U.S., and as such, we can look for its continued guidance, and not just here as a Caribbean basin, but the world at large.
I think President Biden, one of his goals is to show that the United States is a strong democracy, that we are a strong leader in the world, and that we will continue to hold that position. And we will continue to work with other nations to reinforce democracy and build alliances.
Thank you, Ambassador. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. Anything you want to share before you and I separate? I say my goodbye to you.
I just want to say that Happy Independence Day to all the Grenadians. It's a sad day that I can't be there with you, but I hope that your celebrations go well. I wish you a very successful year, and I certainly look forward as the American Embassy and the representative of both the embassies here in Bridgetown and Grenada, that we will continue to be there, continue to support you. I may not be there physically, but Carl Duckworth is there as our principal officer. And we want to continue to build and develop a strong, positive relationship with Grenada.
Indeed, indeed. We continue to remain the island in the sun, and we continue to get that support that we can from the U.S. Ambassador, it's always a pleasure being with you. Stay safe, stay COVID-free, remain healthy, and keep doing what you're doing, and enjoy the luxury of being in the Caribbean and in Grenada. It's a pity, though, that you're missing Oil Lung this year.
Thank you so very much. Please enjoy.
Thank you. All the best to you. 19 minutes gone past the hour in the morning time. I'm speaking there with U.S. Ambassador for the Grenada and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, Linda Tagliatella. And certainly we were send a message of congratulations to Grenada on our 47th anniversary of independence. And we certainly spoke about all things as it is, among them the continued U.S. support for Grenada and the rest of the Caribbean. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, there's something exciting that's happening on the south of the island, and the number 47 is quite at the middle of it. Maybe you too can be a part of that 47. It's not happening on Saturday, on Sunday, sorry. It's actually happening today. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to spread between people in close contact. Now let's get prepared to stay healthy.
To reduce your chance of catching or spreading COVID-19, practice these simple everyday preventative measures. Droplets can also land on surfaces, so ensure that you wash your hands frequently for a minimum of 20 seconds or sing the happy birthday song twice. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with an alcohol content between 60 and 90%. 70% is ideal.
When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a flexed elbow or a tissue. Dispose of the tissue immediately and then wash your hands. If you notice someone has a fever and cough or other symptoms of respiratory illness, avoid close contact when possible. Let's all do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. Our health is our collective responsibility.
island in the sun. Will towards by our father's hand. And the place that we call home, this piece of rock, that's called Grenada. 21 minutes gone past the hour. We need to make a quick stop inside of the YMS house. Great sale, crazy sale that is happening down there, and they have Chris. He's waiting in the wings to get us up to speed. Good morning, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. Comrade, what's going on?
Yes, you know what it's all about today? It's all about our independence celebration today, right? We are celebrating 47 years. And Joe, I know on Wednesday where we were talking that customers could have got up to 30% discount, right?
Correct, yeah.
But guess what? I have a very big surprise. That has increased to 47. Yeah.
You find somebody find the will of the people.
Yes, that's. Yes, no, I'm out, as you can see, you know, I'm outside, right? So it's kind of noisy, so I can barely hear you, but please bear with me.
So, folks, in case you wondered, this is Chrissy's on the outside. So, just to put this in perspective, there is a sale. The sale started on Wednesday, and the original offer was that of 30%. But believe me, that's what happens. The will of the people. They have spoken. The discount, you can get discounts as much as 47%, Chris. And talk to us about some of the items that persons can get as part of that sale.
Yes. So let me just show some of the items, right, that we have outside here. Okay, we have some of these. We have helmets. We have patch panels. We have the crowbar or pick for people to see. We have levels. We have locks. We have grease. We have cordless phones, night lights, power pack, battery chargers, dash cam, you know, a whole set of different stuff.
Great. You did say that while the discounts can go as much as 47%, there is in fact some special terms and conditions. Tell me what those terms and conditions are.
Yes. Some of these terms that is on selected items, right? Which we are also put aside 47 items, right? So you get in 47 discount, right? Off on 47 items.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those items.
No, and also, Joe. You know, also we can't forget our Yato. You know, our Yato line as well.
Right.
Yeah. So you know, if you see something within the Yato line, right, we can work something out with you.
So you
can
have
work something. You know, come up with a nice price. You know, to celebrate our 47th anniversary of independence.
So as part of the independence, you have 47 pre-selected items that you would receive the discounts on.
Yes.
Right. But certainly there are other items that individuals can make purchase of.
So again, Joe. So you know what? Let me just step inside to the store so I can actually hear you a lot clearer.
It's about 26 minutes gone.
Before we do all that,
26 minutes gone past the hour in the morning time is the sort of classic and GBN television. What we see there, the YMS House have been having a crazy independence sale. They've actually picked 47 items that you can get a 47% discount on. But remembering, there's always with a host of items that they have down there, there's limitless opportunities for purchase, and so you can make a pick of some of the other items. Yes, Chris, so take us some of the. I was saying, while there is a 47 items that you've handpicked to apply the 47% discount on, the general public can certainly have the opportunity to go through the store and make purchase of any. While it may not be 47%, but certainly there's the discounts. There are other discounts that apply on all the other items in the store.
Yes, that's correct. As I said, if you see something in the store, we are willing to assist you, we're willing to go the extra mile, to make you happy, right? To make the customers happy and make the customers feel comfortable, right, on the purchase, right? So you never know. Sometimes you might get something a little extra, right? While you reach on the cash point, right? Anything is possible at the Wyman's house, right? It's all about our independence special, right? Our independence promotion, independence with a difference.
And the applied discounts, it is on cash item, cash purchase.
Yes. So let's say, we have all different stuff. We have our helmets, right? We have our wood gear here, the overalls, we have our pants, and we can't forget, also our appliances, our stove, our fridge. Yeah, we can't forget that.
Everything you need for any construction job, for
Yes.
the house, for your house, your yard, you can get it at the Wyman's at the Wyman's
Yes.
house.
Yes, and also, I know we have some people has been asking for aluminum meter base, right? So we also have that available, right, at the store, right? So the guys who lives more to the seaside, getting the sea blast as well. So we have the aluminum panel available at the Wyman's house.
They've literally have everything that you can possibly think about, and they've also recently introduced their Yato line of products that covers literally everything from household, everything that you can possibly think about. Chris, in terms of the sale, it goes on up until what time?
All right, so it goes up until, let's say we close at 4. So let's say around 3:30. Yeah, we'll be starting to pack up and stuff because we close at 4 on Friday.
Closing 4 on Friday. Sale comes to an end, but you will be open on Saturday.
They will be open on Saturday from 8 to 1.
Open on Saturday from 8 to 1, folks. Reminding you, it's all happening now at the Wyman's house. You can't miss it. Tent out in the yard. It's white tents that sit in the front of that green big building on the Woodlands main road. You can't miss it if you're coming from the Grandlands Valley. And as soon as you've hit Clarkscourt Bay and you straighten up, they are right there. If you're coming from the other direction, well, you have enough time along that stretch of road to see it. The Wyman's house, everything that you need for construction, just whatever it is you need, minor renovation, major projects, it is available. Or if you're just looking to spruce up the home, certainly, Chris, the place to be is at the Wyman's house, where you can get as much as 47% discount today, correct? So, folks, reminding you, it's all happening inside of the Wyman's house. Check it out. If you're looking for a crazy deal, that's the place that you want to be right now. Keep your eyes on the clock. They close at 4. They close at 4 when you head down there. They have pre-selected 47 items. 47 items that you can get at a discount of 47% applied to. Now, the only way you're going to know what those products are is when you head down there. But either way, at the Wyman's house, there's always a discount on a weekly basis. But I think a 47% discount, folks, go down there, see what is it, see what they have, see what's available, something that you like, and reminding you that the discount is not on credit, but it's on sale items. Happening right now instead of the Wyman's house. Go check them out on the Woodlands main road. Give them a call, 443-5577, or you can feel free. You pass and just make a quick stop. Hopefully you can take advantage of the discounts today, the 47% discount. But if not, then there's always tomorrow, and there's always the following week where you can check out the folks inside of the Wyman's house. Chris, before you go, the number is 444-5577. Just give us some information as to what are the other mediums that they can use to contact you.
All right, so you can also contact us on WhatsApp as well. That WhatsApp number is 449-5577. And also you can follow us on Facebook and also Instagram as well. Right? If you're looking for a quote, right, you can also leave the list on WhatsApp as well and also on Facebook. All right, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, and to make sure that you get your items very soon.
There you have it, folks. The options: telephone number 443-5577. There's the WhatsApp 449-5577. Or you can check out the Facebook page. Leave them, shoot them a little bit of info. Somebody's going to get back to you. And remember, they do offer exclusive special ornaments from their catalog. If you're looking for whatever items, but it's not available in store, you can check out their Wireman's catalog, and they certainly would go out of the way to ensure that they can get it for you from whatever end of the universe that it is available. Anyway, Chris, we leave you here for now. Enjoy yourself out in the sun, comrade. I do not envy you.
Yep. You know, and also, you know, Joe, one last thing, you know, on behalf of here at the Wireman's House management as well, you know, we want to wish everyone, right, a happy 47th Independence.
Thank you, bro. Keep doing what you do. Keep the discounts flying high. 47% on a 47th anniversary of independence. Thanks, Chris, and the rest of the Wireman's House.
Thanks as well.
28 minutes onto the hour. Time certainly flies when you're having a whole lot of fun. Indeed, when you're having a whole lot of fun. Folks, it is Friday. It is Friday. We normally say we say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We've made it thus far. We've played our part. We've been productive, and you know that's one of the critical elements of patriotism, is that of productivity. You can't separate the two. So you give unto Caesar, you give unto everybody that which is due unto them. You give unto the state that which is due unto the state. So when you go to work, do you give the dedicated time that you're expected to? Do you pay your taxes? Do you try to scheme and bob and weave and try not to pay this, try not to pay that? Yeah. Well, so much for you being a patriotic Grenadian. Because certainly the question of growth, forward progress, productivity, it comes when you play your part, that of doing what you have to do, which all comes as part of nation building. It doesn't matter where you are. Each and every one, we find ourselves in our own little niche. But certainly, wherever you are, whatever you do, farmer, lawyer, doctor, whether or not you're a sanitary engineer, you are a teacher. Be committed to task. Be committed to task, and understanding and accepting that mediocrity, there's no place for mediocrity. You give it you all, you try being the best version of yourself, and certainly at the end of the day, that is all that is required. For those of you that is on television, I'm getting ready to say goodbye to you. 25 minutes onto the hour, and certainly the opportunity would be ideal now for me to say it from on behalf of the entire GBN network. For those of you that's on television, well, for me therefore, because the other folks have been on television, in news and on other platforms, but allow me to say happy 47th anniversary to Grenada. We also have somebody that's celebrating a little birthday tomorrow, you know. Here, let me start the celebration early now. And I said, Oslin, no. We ain't starting no celebration early. You're going to wait your turn. Did you know? No wonder why she's such a spirited girl. Her birthday is on the 6th, and Grenada celebrates on the 7th. Happy birthday in advance, Oslin. I want to play a tune for you in the meantime. But for all those of you that is on television, I want to say goodbye to you for now, because this is where my stint with you for the week comes to an end. What's happening over the weekend? There is regional cricket. Yeah, regional cricket starts on Sunday from around 1:30. Yes, that's a day-night game. And it's the Windward Islands Volcanoes. They play. Okay, that part just left me. Who exactly who's it that they're playing? But I can tell you for a fact that game 1 is going to be on Classic right here, 105.5, 105.9 on the FM band, and it is the regional Super 50 tournament. And the Windward Islands, yes, the Volcanoes, the likes of Andre Fletcher, Preston McSween, Ryan John, Emmanuel Stewart, and if I'm forgetting Roland Cato. Is it Roland? I'm not sure if I got the Roland Cato one right, but certainly I know there's 5 Grenadians on the team. And even our own Devin Smith, he's actually part of the management structure of the Volcanoes. Folks that support cricket, support the development of our young. It's not just a game, but it's for the development of our young people. You have the likes of the Andre Fletcher, the Devin Smith, the senior ones, and then there are the young ones, the Preston McSween, the Cadore, and so on. Emmanuel Stewart, who's certainly trying to, of course, to carve their own little path, doing their bit. So at least years from now, we can safely say that they have played their part. So that's happening on the weekend. There is the National Celebrations Committee, the Calypso competition, and that takes place this evening, virtually though. So don't start thinking, I got a chance, a reason to leave home. Never happened. No can do. Don't even think about it. So you have 9 finalists that will take on the might of the reigning monarch, Sean Niles, the Sour Serpent. And the finalists, there are the Advocate, Stunner, Croquetta, Top Cat, Teacher Eddie, Sheldon, Grenada Michael Jackson, Young Sound, and Superstar. Those are the 9 contestants, the 9 finalists. The 9 finalists that would come up against the reigning monarch this evening, Sour Serpent, and that all happens virtually. You don't want to miss it. It is our way of celebrating our 47th anniversary of independence. For those of you that's on television, I want to say goodbye to you. It's been a pleasure being here with you all week. The good Lord continues to be gracious to us, and we continue to receive as many bounties. I'll be back with you. I'll be with you next week once He keeps us in good grace and good peace. I want to encourage you also that you continue to appreciate the people that is around you. Really, really, really do. Because today they're here, tomorrow they're not. What is life? We probably just like a vapor, like a grass. We up today and tomorrow we wither away. Peace and love. JC loves you. For those of you that's on radio, I will continue with you up for the next 15 minutes. Remind you that the top of the hour is going to be the midday edition, a production of Free News and Current Affairs Department. Classic in the morning time. Those of you in television, I say my goodbye to you for now.